you on the label stuff? I was watching another interview with you. You were talking about you're trying to get your masters back right now.
Yeah, I'm attempting to get my masters back. I signed the
Because you said y'all were independent, but y'all weren't independent.
We weren't independent. Koch was an independent label. Mm-hmm. You want to tell them what an independent label means? Or should I tell you?
You would know better than us.
So like
independent label wasn't a major label. Right. It were two different type of labels. There wasn't a major label. You know what I mean? So we signed to an independent label. We signed to a label. We got a real label deal, but we was making so much money, and the word independent was so alluring and things like that. They made it fit. It felt like we signed, but that's not really what we signed and things like that. It wasn't the independency of you see Slim Thug in Houston had when he was out the trunk, and it wasn't that. You know what I mean? It wasn't that at all. We might have thought it was that because we were getting so much money, but in that circle, I ended up signing a deal for my solo album, which I was happy for. But me still running through the street the way I was and entrusting my career business sense with my partner, I just wasn't into reading the contracts or understanding the business of it because you know how I felt we was moving and shit like that. And later on in life, when people start selling their catalogs and doing all this shit, getting the bag, I got a real catalog. Let's not get to that too. So when people were buying these masters and things like that, like I was like, oh, I could catch up busy off it. I might make my exit off of this, and then trying to get that together. And somebody like, well, your lawyer like, bro, you don't own your masters, bro, for life.
For life? What year was that you found that out? Because like
4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
Who owns them? Koch?
Ooh, my heart just dropped.
Yes.
Cam too, or just
no, just Koch. I signed my rights to my masters over to Koch for the life term and shit like that. So,
is the president Alan still there? Because you had a great relationship with Alan.
It's not even called Koch. What's the name of it right now? Huh? Morda. But
so you don't even got a building to run up in.
There's a building. He said, I got it.
Are you on the label?
Damn, Jimmy doing a whole lot of explaining, and you see he didn't want to mention the dollar amount. I wonder what it was, man. For life, he signed away his rights, and you heard him. Koch, I don't know what his man was saying when he was saying, what is it called now? Isn't it E1? Didn't Koch become E1 Entertainment One? I don't know. If you know, let me know. I think that's what it is, but it's just funny in a sense how Jim broke it down. I mean, he was definitely embarrassed by that, you know what I mean? Because he's a hustler and all that. But at the end of the day, I think he got hustled because he wouldn't even dare mention the dollar amount of what he signed away. As you heard him over the past few years, all these artists have been selling their catalog. I don't exactly know why, what the play is, why they figure that now is the time to cash in and sell those rights away. Some kind of shift coming in the game where it's not going to be worth what it is, and now is the time to capitalize. There must be something to where we've seen many artists doing it and many who were very smart about the way they moved. But even though Jimmy was embarrassed, he did elaborate that like this whole independent thing that everyone was talking about, we weren't independent in a way that you would have thunk it. You know, like, yeah, it was an independent label. They weren't a major, but it doesn't mean we were really independent artists like that at the end of the day.
Imagine being the most eloquent, poetic artist in a genre that speaks truth to power and is the voice of the streets. And imagine everybody universally recognizes that you're it, you're that dude. They even call you, you know, in jokes, they call you the protest rapper, but we know what that really means. You got something to say. And then imagine your silence on some of the biggest issues of your time. The revolution will be televised, my ass.
Yo, then this lawyer for workers, dude, this is the second. I don't know. Some people are saying, yo, why'd you delete the last post? So maybe the third post that he has speaking about this, he had a post up talking about Punch saying what's up with Kanye West seemingly dissing Kendrick, and Kendrick ain't saying nothing, and he's saying you ain't gonna see him say nothing. And, you know, turn off the TV is the caption he keeps saying to this. And now he's talking about how Kanye is the protest rapper. And you see people talking about like, yeah, he he does him, but he toes the line and stays in check in a sense and all that. And is this just in regards to the Kanye West stuff with the swastika? Is that what Lawyer for Workers is talking about, or what other issues is he not talking about? I want to know what y'all think, man, because this is kind of like a whole planned campaign that he's running with, calling out K-Dot for keeping his mouth closed about certain things. You know, he said this is a genre with truth to power and the voice of the streets and all that, and you're the protest rapper because you got something to say, but then you ain't gonna say, like, you won't speak out on certain issues. I don't know exactly what to make of it. Is he all getting at him about the Ye stuff or what? And what do y'all think about that? And then The Game taken to social network. Speaking of Kanye West, The Game, we know last album time with Drillmatic drop, he was rocking with Kanye heavily with the drop of that Easy track they had together. And then now he's been rocking with him heavy with Documentary 3 on the way. They got that Tina joint out. They ran a whole play with Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles. But he comes with this message he reposted that Justin Bieber put up. And let's go over this and let me know what you guys think of what Bieber's saying here and why The Game may be sharing it. He says, people told me my whole life, wow, Justin, you deserve that. And I personally have always felt unworthy, like I was a fraud. Like when people told me I deserve something, it made me feel sneaky, like, damn, if they only knew my thoughts, how judgmental I am, how selfish I really am, they wouldn't be saying this. I say all this to say, if you feel sneaky, welcome to the club. I definitely feel unequipped and unqualified most days. So Justin Bieber, essentially, I guess, I don't know, is that like a self-esteem thing, or because he just goes somewhere in his mind? Sometimes, like, some people have feelings or whatever, but it ain't how you really feel. You'll have a moment where you could feel upset about something or feel like you're being judgmental, but at the end of the day, you put more thought to it. It ain't like your exact true feeling. I don't know, man. What do y'all feel about it? And do you ever feel like that, like you're not truly happy with yourself, or what? Or is Bieber sharing that to speak to people like, hey, we ain't perfect, and in The Game sharing it because it resonates with him? Tap in. And then this footage has been going viral. It says J-Rock arrested in Watts. No further details out right now. And it's like, yo, is this J-Rock from TDE? Because if it is, he looks way different, right? I mean, the only J-Rocks I'm really thinking of is J-Rock from TDE, or the which he is from Watts, so that would make sense, but it just don't look like him to me, right? Or the J-Rock, the bodyguard who knocked out Wack 100, had Wack running around talking about J-Rock knocked me out, blood. But I don't know. I'm thinking it's got to be J-Rock from TDE, but he's just looking way different, man. So that's it for the news on this one. Hit the comments on all these topics. Sub up. I'll catch you on the next one.